Hey everyone, and welcome back for another great workout today. We're doing a full body workout and we're doing Tabatas. So anyone that hasn't done that, you're in for a treat. You're gonna love them. So if you're new to Dollar Workout Club, my name is Lynn. Since I'm wearing green, I'm gonna show you the beginner modifications to the exercise moves we're doing today. Natalie's wearing yellow, so she's gonna show you the intermediate, and Drew's wearing red, so he's gonna show you the advanced version of the moves that we're doing today. We're doing 4 moves, so we're gonna first start off by showing you the modifications of each of the exercises so that you know who to follow, and then we'll go ahead and jump straight into a warm-up while Drew explains the structure of the workout. Natalie's gonna help me out by showing both the green and yellow version so I can explain the movement, and Drew will show the red version. So the first move we're doing is a back lunge with an overhead tricep extension. So it's 2 moves in 1. At a green version, you're gonna wanna get a chair or be close to a wall, because basically you're gonna be using that for some stability. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and lunge back with one of your feet, just like you see Natalie's doing here. And as she's coming down, so you're bringing your back knee down, she has her hand up where her head, basically her hand is really close by her head, and she's just bending at the elbow to come down in a tricep extension. So she comes down and brings that weight down, and as she comes up, she extends the weight fully above her head. So again, it's 2 moves into 1. Hopefully you're not getting too confused, and you can follow along with the person on the screen. Now, because you're using this arm for support, you're actually gonna do the same leg and same arm the entire time through that Tabata, and then the next round you'll change legs and change arms, so you're getting the full body
And
workout.
if you feel confused right now, don't worry. You'll see as we go along, and it'll be on the screen.
The key with the tricep extension, just to kind of separate the movement so you don't get too confused, is when you have your arm or arms up, you really want to keep them in close by your head and then only extend down to the elbow. So you don't want your elbows to come out, and that way you're working your tricep muscle. So yellow and red are doing the exact same movement. The only difference will be probably the weight that they're going to be using. So red's going to go a little heavier, and they're going to go ahead and lunge back with one of their feet. They're going to bring that weight down as they lunge, and then they're going to extend up, and they're extending up with both arms. So they're working their tricep at the same time. And you can decide, you can either do one leg and then alternate sides the next round, or you can alternate legs when you're doing this movement. That's completely up to you at a yellow and red level. The next move we're doing is a sumo squat to an overhead press, again combining 2 movements. So the first movement we're going to be doing is the sumo squat, and at a green version you're going to be close to a chair because you're going to be sitting in it. Your legs are going to be wider than shoulder width, so take a big step out from shoulder width apart. Your toes are going to be at a 45-degree angle. Keeping that chest raised, you're simply going to lower and extend down till your butt reaches the chair, and then you're going to, while you're holding that weight, when you come up, you're going to push that weight overhead just like a military press. So as you see Natalie doing it in a fluid motion, she's coming down with the weight, and as she extends up, she's reaching that weight above her head. Yellow and red are essentially doing the exact same thing. The only difference is that they're not going to be sitting in the chair. They're going to do it freestanding, and they're going to be using heavier weights. So again, their feet are wide, toes at an angle. They're going to bend down by keeping their chest up, and then they're going to come up and press it overhead. So it's very similar to a thruster for those that have done that movement with us before, but in a sumo squat position. The next move we're doing are burpees. So at a green version, half burpees.
Half burpees, yeah.
Oh, good. So at a green version, what you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to want to get near a chair or a ledge. Anything that's elevated is going to make it easier. With your hands on the ground, you're simply going to step back and forward. So similar to a mountain climber version for if you're at a green version, because you're not doing the reach because it's a half burpee. At a yellow version, you're going to simply be jumping your feet back and forth, again, using a surface like a chair or a ledge, anything that's elevated, just like you see Natalie doing there. So jumping back and forth. At red, you're doing that, but on the ground. Coming down, stepping forward and back, just like you see Drew doing here, making sure you keep your core tight throughout that movement.
They're a lot harder than they look, I promise you.
They are. I actually feel like they're harder than full burpees.
I think so too. Yeah, I do.
So no wonder I overlooked that it was a half. Natalie wrote this workout. You think are lighter. All right, so then the last move we're doing are push-ups. So at a green version, we're going to do these against a wall. What you're going to do is take a couple steps away from the wall. You can see Natalie doing here, coming up on those toes with your hands over shoulder width apart. You're going to hinge at the elbow, bringing in your face close to the wall, and then pressing through your chest. So the palms of your hand, you're pressing forward, squeezing that chest as you come back out of the position. The closer you are to the wall, the easier it is, and the further away it's hard. So if you've never done that before, you can test it out. Yellow and red are doing the same movement. The only difference is that yellow is going to be on their knees and red is going to go on their feet. They're going to have their hands shoulder width or slightly more apart, and then they're going to keep their back flat and their butt down as they come all the way down, hit their chest to the ground, and push all the way back forward to a full extension. Again, we're all going at our own pace for this. Drew will explain that when we go Tabata style, but don't worry, really challenge yourself, and we'll be doing these movements along with you. So Natalie and I are going to get started with some butt kickers. Go ahead and do those with us while Drew explains the structure of the workout.
All right, so Lynn mentioned the word Tabata. Basically what that means, you guys, is we're doing 20 seconds of movement followed by 10 seconds of rest, okay? And then we repeat that throughout the entire workout. Now, the way it's going to be structured is the first Tabata we're doing, which is 4 minutes long, is we're doing 20 seconds of the backward lunges with overhead tricep extensions, okay? So you're going as fast as you can for 20 seconds with good form, and then you rest for 10 seconds, and you go back doing that again until the 4 minutes is up. After that, then we go into the sumo squat into the overhead press for 20 seconds, okay? Then you rest for 10 seconds, and then we're gonna repeat that for a total of 4 minutes, right? And then the last Tabata we're doing, you guys, is the half burpees for 20 seconds, 10 seconds rest. And then from there, you go into push-ups for 20 seconds, 10 seconds of rest. So on the last one, we're kind of alternating between two moves, but we'll kind of cue you guys, and it'll be on the screen for you to follow along. So just trust us. We'll tell you what to do and when to do it.
Oh yeah. All right. So make sure that you have a weight if you need it, also a chair or ledge if you need it.
Water bottle.
And a water bottle, sweat towel. We're going to start in just a few seconds. All right, you guys. Let's go ahead and get started. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Now remember, we're going to be alternating sides if we're green. So you're going to be going back with the same leg, and you're going to be using the same arm throughout this entire movement, and then we're going to alternate. You can see I'm using opposite arm with opposite leg. This is just mostly for balance. It doesn't matter how you do it. Here we
And
go.
rest.
Really focus on keeping your elbows tucked into close to your head. I noticed that
5
it's
seconds.
just natural to not do that.
Here we go, and lunge. Now again, you saw that I changed sides green. I know we don't have a long transition, but make sure you try to get to the other side as quickly as possible. Keep good form, keep those elbows in like Natalie was saying. Try to bring that back knee as far down to the mat as you can, and rest.
Good job, guys. Fourth of the way through this Tabata.
These 10-second rests go by so quick.
I know.
I know, here we go. 2, 1, lunge and extension. This should be pretty difficult by the end of the 20 seconds, so make sure you chose a heavy enough weight. If not, go ahead and push pause and grab one. You really want to think of keeping that elbow in tight against your head, just extending up. Nice job, you guys. 2, 1, nice job.
Oh, your
Rest.
arms should be tired, your legs should be tired.
Almost
Great
there, almost there, you guys.
transition. I know it feels like you don't have very much of a rest. Here we go, 2, 1, and go. Just do the best you can. Because we don't have more than that 10-second rest, some of you may feel like you need a little bit more of a break, and that's okay. I challenge you to try to only rest during that transition, the 10 seconds, but if you need to, go ahead and take a quick break and jump right back in. 2, 1, 10 seconds.
This is tough.
Here we go,
job.
here we go.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Doing it like this, the studies on the Tabatas are really impressive. If you Google Tabata and learn about Dr. Tabata and their study, you'll see how impressive it is. This interval training it's really strategic in boosting your metabolism and your endurance. Here we go, 2, 1, rest. So like I said, if possible, try to only rest during that 10 seconds. Here we go. Other side, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Here we go.
Make sure that you're really extending all the way up and flexing your tricep muscle at the top of that movement. That will make a big difference in how much your tricep gets activated.
Nice job. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, you guys, we just have 2 more rounds of this,
Here we go.
and then we're moving on to the next movement. You're doing awesome. 3, 2, 1, and go. Try to focus on good form. I know towards the end of the Tabatas, these are really tiring. You may be compromising your form slightly, so focus on proper form. Keep that chest up. Try to bring that back leg. The knee should be trying to get as far down to the mat as possible. Extending all the way up. 2, 1. All right, you guys. Last
One more.
round. Here we go. Last round, and then we're going straight to the sumo squats. 3, 2, 1, and go. I know this can be hard too. Some people think the redundancy of doing the same move for 4 minutes can get pretty tiring. Sometimes it's a mind trick. So kind of have to just talk yourself through it. 5 more seconds and we're going into sumo squat with the overhead press and rest. All right, we got the 10 seconds, but get into position. The break isn't very long.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1, here we go. So remember for green, you're actually sitting down in that chair and then pressing the weight above your head and squeezing your glutes as you come back up. Make sure your legs are wide, that your toes are not facing forward, but are instead at an angle.
Almost there.
Nice job. And rest.
Oh,
Here we go.
Sitting
Here we
when
go.
I was resting.
so with this movement, sometimes I see people
Ready?
And work.
naturally want to push up off their toes. And what I really want you to do is focus on pushing up off your heels and kind of using your inner thigh to help you lift up off the ground.
Good job, you guys. Quality form, pushing through those heels like Natalie said. 2, 1, and rest.
You should really, your heart rate should be up by now. This is a workout that slowly builds your heart rate up.
2, 1, and work. Nice job, you guys. It's definitely tough. You may notice as you're doing this at a green level, if you're going a little bit slower, that's okay. And also, this can get really challenging. If you need to put down the weight and just do this movement with your arms, that's okay as well. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and rest.
Oh gosh. Good job, guys.
We're almost there. We're almost there.
All right.
We got this.
3, 2, 1, and work. You may notice, especially at a beginner level, that you do 1 round with the weight and 1 round without the weight. And that's okay. This is you versus you. Challenge yourself. Focus on good form, keeping your chest up, squeezing those glutes at the top, pressing that weight all the way up. 2, 1. Nice job. Rest.
So this next round, I'm going to show you an example of some poor
Halfway
form.
there. Halfway there.
What I don't want you guys to do is kind of roll out
3,
of that squat movement.
2,
And this is what that
1.
would look like.
go.
So sometimes I see people going like this to get out of the movement, and that you're gonna hurt yourself if you do that. So really focus on having nice, this is what it should look like. Squatting down, squatting up. All right, so watch the 3 of us for examples of
2,
good form.
1. Great.
Good job, guys.
job.
Proud of you. 1.5
3 more rounds. 3 more
of
rounds.
this workout, of
we
this
go.
part of the workout.
Here we go. 2, 1,
Oh.
and work. I know.
How
There's
about like
no
2
break.
seconds?
There's no break. Good job. Keep good form. Press through those heels. Squeeze those glutes.
Make
Nice
sure
job.
you have a nice wide stance. Your toes are pointed out. 4 seconds.
Here we go.
And rest.
All right.
2 more.
2
Here
more
we go.
rounds
We
of this,
got
you guys.
this.
We're
We
going
got
into
this.
our final Tabata. I know it's hard. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, try not to take any additional breaks if possible. This is a very strategic type of exercise, and really you're going to have a very strong afterburn if you just stick to this interval training of the 20-second work, 10-second rest. So just push through it. You have 10 seconds afterwards. 2, 1, rest.
Man.
Last one. Last one.
Shake your legs out.
Arms out if you need to. Here we go, you guys. Last round of this. Here we go. 2, 1, and work. Give it everything you got the last time you're doing this movement.
Good job,
Good
guys.
job. Push through those heels. Squeeze those glutes. Get that weight all the way above your head. Really challenge yourself. Come on, you guys. Only 5 more seconds left, and then you're done. Let's do this. 2, 1, and rest.
Quick transition.
All right, quick transition. We're going
Half
to this
burpees.
half burpees.
Here we
Difficult
go.
move.
Let's switch. I'm gonna switch
Ready?
stations.
And
Yeah, that's right.
go.
Now they are going to switch because we're going to be doing push-ups against the wall green. So it'll make it a lot easier during the transition. I don't have to walk back and forth so far. Remember, for green, you're just stepping back and forth, keeping that core tight, moving your legs fast.
5
5 more
seconds.
seconds. Come on, you guys.
3,
Pick up that
2,
pace.
1, rest.
All right, we're going into push-ups. This is not a long rest period, and those half burpees are tough. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and push up. Now remember, the green version, the further you step away from the wall, the harder this movement's gonna be. So you can step in closer if you need to, or really challenge yourself by taking a wide step back.
5 seconds.
Here we go. Almost there, you guys.
And stop.
Okay.
All right, half burpees.
Very little transition time. We get right back into those half burpees. Your heart rate should be up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and work. If you're not breathing very hard, since this is a cardio movement, you really should try to step it up. Even if you just go up a level for this one movement, it should be tough. All right, you should be winded by the time we're done. A few more seconds. Don't quit. Here we go. 2, 1. Nice job.
Oh man.
We're almost there, you guys. Come
My
on.
shoulders.
Here we go. Going into those push-ups. In 2, 1, and push-ups.
Make sure red and yellow, you're bringing your chest all the way to the ground.
And for green, you're really trying to get your face as close to the wall as you can. Keep that back flat, that butt down. Really push through your palms, squeeze your chest.
3 seconds.
Oh. All right, rest. Transitioning to those half burpees.
Here we go.
Two more rounds.
Here we go.
Half
And
burpees.
work. Here we go.
Just 2 minutes left of this workout, guys.
Now remember, green, if you really need to challenge yourself a little bit more, but you can't quite do the yellow version, then just pick up the pace, moving a little bit faster, moving those legs fast, back and forth to get that heart rate up. Nice job, you guys. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1, and push-ups are coming in 10 seconds.
Oh, your arms should be so burnt out right now.
Yeah, my shoulders. Whew. Okay, here we go, you guys. 2, 1, and push-ups. Nice job. We're in the final stretch. We only have a couple more rounds after this. I know this is hard when we do 3 Tabatas. You should be exhausted, but this is where you're gonna see the most benefit, you guys. You got this. A few more seconds, right?
2 seconds. Okay, guys, 1 minute of work left. That's it.
All right.
Actually,
Last one.
really, 40 seconds of work, really.
We got this. All right, shake it out. Here we go. Half burpees in 2,
And-
1, and go. This is the last time you're doing this movement, you guys. Really want you to pick up that pace. Okay, move those feet fast. Jump them back fast. If you're yellow and red, try to go unbroken on this as much as you can. We have about 5 more seconds left. Keep going. Don't quit. Don't quit. 3, 2, 1. Nice job.
Last 20 seconds, guys.
Okay, shake
Try and
that
go.
out.
Try and go unbroken, okay? It's gonna be a challenge for me, just like you guys at home. 2, 1,
1.
and
Work.
go.
All right, come on, you guys. Like Natalie said, try to go unbroken. That means to go every rep with no extra breaks. This is the last movement we're doing, the last time we're doing it.
5 seconds,
Almost there. Don't quit. Here we go.
and done.
Ah.
Oh my gosh.
That was hard.
Are you sweating like us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope so. Nice job, you guys.
Those
Take
those
a-
half burpees.
those are.
That's what killed us.
Take a second to just slow that heart rate down, get a drink of water. We're going to be going into our stretches.
Oh man.
All right, we're going to go ahead and do a chest stretch. What you're going to want to do is we're going to do this one standing. You can get near a wall. Go ahead and plant that arm. You're going to want to make sure your arm is straight out in front of you, so like you're making a T. You don't want to go lower or higher because you'll stretch a different muscle. Press that palm into the wall, and then with your upper body only, just rotate. Rotate away from that arm, and as you do, you should feel a really good stretch and pull throughout your chest, your shoulder a little bit as well. Just hold it there. Take some deep breaths. With every breath, try to just stretch a little bit more. Go ahead and shake that out. Other side, pressing that palm against the wall.
what a-
Rotate away.
What a tough workout that was today.
Hard. Tabatas are always tough to me. It's because of the very little rest, high intensity.
That's why they're great, though. It's a great tool to have in your pocket. So if you're traveling and you can't get to a gym, you can do a Tabata workout.
Totally. Absolutely. Okay, shoulder stretch. Go ahead and take that arm straight across your body. With the other hand, you're going to be pulling it in as close as you can to your body. And as you do, the closer you pull that arm into your body, you should feel a really good stretch here throughout your shoulder. Just hold it there. Again, taking deep breaths in. Trying to bring that heart rate back down. Nice job. All right, shake that out. Other side, straight across. Pulling it in. Oh, always feels good when it's over though.
I know.
Talk about that a lot. Just having the integrity to finish it. Sometimes we have hard days. You might have been going slower than you have other times. That's okay. You know, it's just about giving it your all that day.
Yep. Even if you need to drop to the green, it's just about being consistent, having that routine.
Absolutely. All right, tricep stretch. Go ahead. Raise that arm above your head. Lower your hand down. Imagine it walking down your back. With the other hand, you're going to push that elbow down. You should feel a really good stretch all the way up here through your tricep muscle. We talk about this. It should be slightly uncomfortable. Stretching isn't easy. Okay, you should feel a slight pinch and stretch as you're pushing down. Holding it there with every breath. Try to push it a little further down. Try to walk those fingers a little further down your back. Slowly come out of that. And I can feel the blood rushing in. Switch sides. Good job, you guys. I really like how Natalie switched it up in this workout too, doing 2 movements in one, working the upper and lower body at the same time.
I like doing those compound movements because, I mean, it's a little bit more of an advanced movement, but you're just burning more calories in the same amount of time, you know?
Exactly. Nice job, you guys. Shake that out. You guys did awesome today. We're so proud of you for just tuning in and doing the workout, like we said, just showing up every day. We appreciate you. Please tell your friends and family about Dollar Workout Club. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. And stick around for the recipe and motivation video coming up next.
Yep,
See you guys.
See you guys.
Today we're answering your questions that you've asked us. So today we have a question from Sarah, and she asked a really good question. She said, do we take rest days at Dollar Workout Club? And what do we think about rest days? So it's a great question, something that, I used to wonder a lot. And rest days are really, really important. It's actually a time that your body is going to rest and recover. And yet a lot of times you come back feeling a lot stronger, not just physically from your body being able to recover, but just mentally. You need that break to rest and recover. Now, sometimes on rest days, I don't just lounge around on the couch all day. I might go for a family walk, or maybe we'll go hiking or do something fun and active. Well, sometimes I do have just totally lazy
I was going
days.
to say, sometimes I really do just lay on the couch.
Yeah. What do you guys?
Yeah, sometimes, it depends. There are days where you just, the weather's bad and you just want to stay inside and watch movies or whatever, or hang out with your kids, or maybe if they're sick and you're staying at home all day. But for the most part, I wouldn't say a rest day is a day where I just sit down and lounge around. It's, do something active that's not gym related, right? That has nothing to do with the gym, but your body's still moving. I actually don't like sitting down all day because that's just,
I'm always
I don't know. I feel like I needed to get up and do something. So for me, yes, my rest days are, I do take them. Your body definitely needs them to recover. But if you're moving around more, it actually helps with getting rid of the lactic acid, and you'll be less sore if you're up and moving versus sitting down all day.
I'm really not like them. When he says that he hates lounging around, I could literally lay around during the day, especially if my kids are not there or for some reason are just coloring, and just watch a movie and relax. So for me, my rest days really are rest days. I do very minimal. I definitely am not like, hey, it's a rest day, let's go for a hike. But that's just me. Rest days are crucial. You have to remember, even though you're at the gym and you're working on breaking down those muscles and building those muscles, they actually repair and recuperate during rest. Like during your sleep is when your muscles actually repair and grow. And a lot of people don't realize the component to actually building muscle and seeing improvement in your strength is actually during rest. So if you don't rest, you're not going to see as much improvement in your muscle, to be honest. And rest day is going to look different for everybody. If you're like Natalie and Drew, maybe you want to stay active and jog a 5K or hike a mountain. Just kidding. But it's also okay to take a complete rest day and lounge around and Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
So that's
and
my opinion.
From a frequency standpoint, probably every 3 to 4 days is how often I take rest days. And then the last thing we just want to touch on is that on your rest day, don't totally blow your diet. You know, I usually try and take off about 300 or 400 calories from my daily caloric intake because I'm not as active. And you just really want to focus on not eating everything in sight because you're not working out that day, which can be a challenge as well, but that's what you want to focus on.
For me, it's 5 days on, like at the gym, going hard, and then 2 days off. But it's different for each person, you know? So Saturday and Sundays are usually my rest days.
And I listen to my body. Sometimes I'll do what Drew said and I'll work out, 3 to 5 days in a row. And then take some rest, or sometimes if I'm just really feeling sore or fatigued or tired, I might work out one day and the next day decide my body needs a rest. So sometimes I just listen to that. So hopefully that answers your question, Sarah. We love getting your guys' questions. Hopefully we can give you a different perspective based on each of us. And so make sure to leave us more questions and comments in the section below so that we can respond to you.
Hey guys, we just want to take a second to let you know how much we appreciate you. Dollar Workout Club wouldn't be a club without each of you guys, and you mean so much to us.
Yeah, and we want you guys to leave your comments. There's a section below where you can talk about if you've tried the recipe or how you thought of the workout or how you did in the workout or questions about the motivational tips. If you have comments or questions, please leave them below.
Yeah, and don't forget to invite your friends, you guys, to join us here at Dollar Workout Club. And don't forget to follow us on social media using these handles below.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.